Mobius is alive! So we are now on episode 5 of Loki. We have one more episode to go after this one. And this episode brings us to the Void, the place that everyone who is zapped at the TVA is brought to. Kind of like the apocalypse, I guess. And we meet these other Lokis. We have classic Loki, kid Loki, alligator Loki, and I forget what the other one was, tough guy Loki. And all these Lokis end up bringing us to their little weird home clubhouse place and are telling us all about their past and how they ended up here. And we see other Lokis throughout this one, like President Loki, whatever he is, and some other people. And so that's essentially what this episode, a lot of this episode was just our Loki meeting other Lokis. And it was really freaking interesting to see all these other Lokis. And boy, was it a blast to just watch, you know, classic Loki and kid Loki and alligator Loki. I can't believe this is a real thing. That sounds so weird saying, but it was cool. Freaking alligator Loki. Who would have thunk? And then, yes, Mobius is back. Sylvia zaps herself at the TVA and is brought to the Void. And who should come to her rescue but Mobius? And I'm so happy that Owen Wilson is still alive. So glad that Mobius is still in this. And then the rest of this episode is kind of just destroying the big monster creature that essentially kills them forever. So while a lot doesn't seem to happen in this episode, there's a lot of things that happen throughout the episode. We see all these Lokis. We see Sylvia coming to the Void. We see Mobius is still alive. And he, at the end of this episode, is headed back to the TVA. Loki and Sylvia take down the weird creature, I forgot what it's called, the Toria or something weird. The big dragon, crazy cloud monster, along with the help of classic Loki, who I wonder if he's dead. I wonder if there's like another Void that we see him again. If not, it was a cool way to go out. He basically recreates Asgard. It's like almost like another Ragnarok is what I was thinking it was. And then at the end we see some kind of portal open after they kill cloud monster dragon smoke dude. And Loki and Sylvia are headed into this weird portal thing. And where it's going to go from here, I have no clue. But we have one episode left of this show. I hope the TVA gets taken down. I think Owen Wilson's going to be kind of the one doing it, Mobius. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with this Sylvia Loki going into this other location. It seems very interesting to me. I'm just hoping that this last episode actually is good and really hits it out of the park compared to what WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier did. Now, as far as this romantic relationship between Loki and Sylvia, I'm still not buying it. I hope that this really doesn't become a thing. It's definitely hinted at again in this episode. Part of it is because I think Loki is really into this kind of relationship. I don't think Sylvia is. Sylvia is a lone wolf and she doesn't want people. But there is that weird conversation they're having when they're sitting down with the blanket. I don't know. I'm not into this relationship. I don't buy the chemistry between them necessarily. I kind of want them to do their own thing. But in the end, we have one episode left to see what's going to happen with this Loki. I'm really curious as to what's going to happen. And what I loved the most about this episode was just seeing all the different kinds of Lokis. Whether it was the weird narcissistic Loki that we kind of knew and love, and now we have this Loki, alligator Loki, classic Loki, kid Loki, tough guy Loki. I mean, this was all really cool to see, just the different versions of Loki that I'm sure have appeared in the comics that I haven't read, but I need to start reading because this is really interesting and fun. At the end of the day, guys, I really like this episode. This is one of my favorite episodes. I will give it a solid 9 out of 10. One more episode of Loki left. What do you guys think is going to happen? Comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Reviews of Avengers, Captain America the Winter Soldier, and Age of Ultron. I'm hopefully going to have up this week, along with Black Widow. Got a lot of stuff I need to do. I'm going to work on it.